Esteemed guests of the scientific community, I come before you with new discoveries that may shock and awe you. See, my laboratory has been hard at work, with the research money you've so generously donated to us, and we've been delving to unlock the secrets of the realm of colorful horses. Today, I unveil to you this groundbreaking new information. Equestria is girl-coded. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the data itself, I want to do some background information on what this may mean, because some of these terms may be a little unfamiliar to you all. According to this literature, authored by French-Italian anarchist journal that name, The Preliminary Materials for a Theory of the Young Girl in 1999, being a girl isn't a gendered concept, but a symptom of our times. That is an excerpt from the journal that we'll be using as our foundation to build off of. See, girl is more than just a physical manifestation. It's an idea, it's a concept, it's a state of mind. And for me, that state of mind is panic. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, girl, in its purest, unfiltered form. Now, these are the important states of girl. Now, they are many in number, but don't worry. I will take you through this comprehensive presentation that will outline many of these terms to those who are unfamiliar. I have delved deep into the Girl Codex, a previously thought lost text, recently unearthed in ancient megalithic temples of Malta. We've translated it, and the parallels are staggering, to say the least. Let's begin with the girl boss. This is probably the most recognizable of the terms that has permeated into the cultural zeitgeist. A girl boss is defined as a confident, capable woman who are successful in their career. They pursue their own ambitions, and they have a lot of ambition. So they're all about business, business, business.
Business, business, business. Numbers.
No to the grindstone. And they drink. A lot. I mean, how else are you supposed to cope with that unstoppable drive of ascending the ladder to success? So I think without a doubt, the most girl boss in Equestria is probably what we recognize as Applejack, and of course Rarity. Now, baby girl is another term that I'm going to address here. They can be aloof or naive, that you kind of want to protect them. They give the impression of innocence and or purity. And maybe this is due to a past trauma, a past experience that they are working to overcome. So in Equestria, this category to be most exemplified by Fluttershy and Misty. Also, Nicole Kidman, she was in that movie. I don't know, I didn't see it. Now let's move on to girl failure. This is probably the most prodigious, most nebulous concept that also has a fundamental understanding somehow in the psyche of the general populace. They're sort of the antithesis of a girl boss, sort of everything that a girl boss is not, but also endearingly pathetic or inept. They struggle and they fail over and over again. But it sort of gravitates you towards that personality because you want to see them succeed. So they're kind of a mess, but they are so real for that. And of course, I would say that is the Great and Powerful Trixie and Unicorn Twilight, Season 1 through Season 3. But of course, we must address the ultimate girl failure of Equestria, and that is the one and only Starlight Runner. Now, we're really going deep with this next one. The Blueberry Girl is defined as something on TikTok is related to a blue color palette, which of course we know is the objectively best color of the entire spectrum. They are crafty and trendy, and they just emit such good vibes. And I'm not really sure what this means, but I think Izzy Moonbow is the perfect epitome of the Blueberry Girl. And at first I thought it was a Willy Wonka thing. Now, on the other side of that coin is something called a Coconut Girl. This also is something on TikTok. It's giving tropical summer aesthetic. Something about smoothies, because who doesn't love smoothies, especially in the summertime? They put dolphin emojis on all their social media handles. And I'm not really sure what this means either, but I think we can all agree that the best coconut girl of Equestria is Sunny Star Scout. Now let's move on to the clean girl. Now, this is more than just being hygienically responsible. Clean girl means effortlessly chic, appears 100% flawless, loves Pilates and yoga, and this is the kind of girl who would journal every night before they go to bed, and also the kind of girl that would vlog their 10-step skincare routine. And I think we all know who the clean girl of Equestria is. The one and only Princess Pip Petals. From there, we branch off to the E-Girl. The E-Girl is chronically online and a huge nerd. They likely have social anxiety. They don't like to interact with a lot of people. They like to stay isolated, sort of inside homebody vibe. And their diet mostly consists of ramen noodles and energy drinks. And they run on electricity because Egirl, electronic girl, right? That's what that means. The Egirl of Equestria is a moon dancer. Now, the lazy girl has been thrown around by articles and journals and other scientific papers. But I think one fundamental concept of the lazy girl they always get wrong is it's not necessarily just about laziness per se. They value work-life balance. They're adequate in terms of job performance, but they're not going to slave away when they have a life to live outside of that. And I think we can all ascribe to that. So they delegate the work or responsibilities to someone else to maintain that work-life balance that they so prioritize. The lazy girl is anti-grind and anti-hustle, more about existing in a comfortable space. And in Equestria, the lazy girl of the century of the millennia is Princess Celestia, because she delegates all of the saving of Equestria to ponies that are not her, because she definitely doesn't do that part. Now moving on, there's something called the okay girl, which admittedly was a little bit of a foreign concept to me until I really started doing the research. This type of girl is introverted, laid back and chill, logical and mature, a little on the reserved side, and they're an overthinker. The origin of the etymology of the okay girl comes from, this is the type of girl who would sing the okay part on that one Tyler, the Creator song. But who most exemplifies the okay girl in Equestria, that would be Princess Zipstorm. Now the parallel to that is the la girl. So they are the extroverted individual, outgoing, makes a lot of friends, got a bubbly personality, hyperactive, and as per the other side of the coin, they would sing the la part of the bridge. The la girl is undoubtedly Pinkie Pie. Now, the feral girl is an interesting and fascinating subset of girl. So this girl is absolutely insane. They wreak havoc and cause chaos everywhere at any time. They are fun and carefree, but they find their freedom, their identity in partying. They are also a rabid possum. So the feral girl in Equestria would also be Pinkie Pie. Now that brings us to that girl. This is an individual who appears that they have their life together 100%. Everyone seems to be obsessed with them. They can't get enough of them. They're the most popular girl in school, at work, everywhere. Seemingly super talented at everything they do. They literally cannot fail. They just emit an aura. You just want to be around them. Now that girl in Equestria is Sunset Shimmer. That is the face of someone who definitely has it together. At least on the surface. Deep down is another question, but everyone looking externally at Sunset Shimmer agrees. She is that girl. And finally, we have a pony girl who lives in a pony world, because life with magic, it's fantastic. They can make me fly and can take me to the sky. Imagination, magical creation. So shout out to Tredashi, Brittany Ackerman, and I'm Shadow for the pony girl. Before I close out today, there's a couple more concepts of girl that I think are worth noting. They're more girl-adjacent terms. There's something called girl dinner, and this is Twilight Sparkle having said girl dinner, and there's also girl math, and here is Cheerilee expressing that girl math. I'm gonna need a girl to explain this to me because I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about right here. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to leave you with this chart. This is our primary measurement for determining an individual's baby girlification, girl bossification, and girl failureification. And here you can see all the characters from G4 and G5 laid out on this measurement, so we can determine how much of each aura these characters all emit. Now, I will not be taking questions because this is concrete, this is laid in stone. There are hundreds and hundreds of papers of my research thesis about this, so if you have any qualms with it, too bad. I'm the scientist here. Thank you for your time and attention. I will be putting my address in the description so you can mail me my Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Now, if you excuse me, I will be taking that girl codex, resealing it, and putting it back where I found it because that is too much power for one dumb blue horse to have, especially one in the scientific community that has no idea what the fuck girl is. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. Oh my god, so much girl.